Why is it showing sideways? Well, hopefully it's the right way when it comes up on YouTube. Hopefully it's the right way. But anyway, let's start. Oh, let me check if I'm showing up sideways. Wait, no, that doesn't do anything. It's really odd. You're just gonna have to watch me sideways now on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, Mars is stationing direct on the 24th of February 2024. Okay, it's stationing direct then, and I am seeing manifestations coming in. I'm seeing growth happening in your life. So let's get into it. It looks so odd because I'm recording twice, not twice, sorry. I'm on YouTube as well as TikTok. So I've got two phones right here now and it's showing twice. YouTube, I'm sideways. Sorry, I don't know why I'm sideways, but let's get into it. For my YouTube family, I'm sorry, I have not done an astrology update in months because if you have been following me, I had an incident with the police and life has just been a little bit stressful. But I'm working on getting back into it and I see how this Mars stationing direct has an impact anyway. So let's just jump into it. All my socials is Kalita Salia. TikTok just has an 8 at the end. So that's how you can find me. That's how you know it is me. So Mars, what does Mars represent? It represents our drive and our passion. Okay, so we've got Mars. That's the symbol of Mars, as you can see. And then it's sat in Cancer. Now, I'm not sure what mainstream tropical astrology is saying. It's most likely going to say that Mars is in Leo, potentially. But it's not. And I can show you if you want. Can't show you my phone, but I can show you proof because don't believe what anyone says. You need to check and see for yourself. So I'm pulling up my laptop and pull up the brightness. This is, it's an online, oh gosh, you're not seeing what's at the top of my thing, aren't you? It's an online planetarium, okay? So this is what you can, hey, yes, the Thursday lives are back. And Penelope, I'm doing it on two, so I'm on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube, so it's a little bit wild. But anyway, check for yourself. I'm saying that Mars is in Cancer. So I'll show you and then check for yourself on your phone as well. You can use Stellarium or any star app. So what we're going to do, we're going to just press the search and we're just going to type in Mars. I don't know if you can, oh, it's bright. It's so bright. But anyway, I don't know if you can see just there, that's Mars. Oh gosh, where are we? No, damn it, retrograded back into, bloody God, I'm saying the wrong thing. Where are we? No, it's stations direct. Bloody hell, Norma. Where are we? Mars is in Pisces. It's not even in Cancer. Wait, is this date right? February? I have to double check this. Hold on. Hold on. Because in my head, Mars was in Cancer. Mars. Right now, where are you? Center. No, Lord me God, it's in Gemini. Rotted. Mars is in Gemini. Oh, that's so bad. You know what I've done? On the calendar, I've put, am I still going? On the calendar, I've mixed up the symbols of Gemini and Pisces. But that's fine. It's actually in Gemini. So this changes everything. This literally changes everything. It's in Gemini, people. That's where Mars is right now, which is interesting, fire and wind. So Mars represents our drive and our passion, and it's been retrograding. So it was in Cancer, but it retrograded back into Gemini. It retrograded back into Gemini. And this is just wild. I'm like, ah, damn. This must have been one of the mistakes on the calendar. And I was like, oh, but I changed it on the digital copy, so it's fine. What's this doing now? So yeah, basically Mars was in Cancer. So it was in Cancer, so we can start there, to be fair. It was in Cancer and it retrograded back into Gemini. So as it touched base in Cancer, our drive and our passion was moving towards home and family, because Cancer represents the home and family. Yes, stellarium. It's stellarium. Did it? I don't know on TikTok if it's shown my phone screen. I don't think it shared screen like that. But anyway, Mars was in Cancer. Confirmation verb. So our drive and our passion, our natural drive and our passion, was around this nurturing aspect, around growing, nurturing, because that's what Cancer is about. It's the crab. It has that hard shell, that hard exterior, so it can protect itself like Scorpio, but unlike Pisces, Pisces can't protect itself. It just can't do that. It has nothing to protect it, but Cancer it can. And in protecting itself, it's got the ability to grow and to nurture. So we had our drive and our passion was around what are we growing and nurturing. But then we retrograded back into Gemini. So from Cancer, I'm still going to put Cancer because the element is there. It retrograded from Cancer back into Gemini. Gemini is a lot about energy exchange, as it's fueled by Mercury. Mercury fuels Gemini. Well, it's an air element anyway. It's not Mercury that fuels Gemini. What fuels Gemini? Can't remember. It is. It is. But it's an air element anyway. But Gemini is about how you are exchanging your energy. So you're going about, you are, you may be indecisive. You may be just like, what am I going to do? Where's this decision coming from? Type of vibe. And from you being in that decisiveness, we then move into Cancer, which is you now know what you want to grow and nurture. Okay, so that's basically the vibe that we're in. We were growing and nurturing something. Our drive and passion was going and nurturing something, but we still had to dabble into where are we exchanging our energy and what we're gonna do about it. So now, how has life been for you? That's a big question, really. How has life been for you? It's just so weird looking at two screens, but how has life been? Me personally, I have been very like in decision mode. What am I going to decide to do? What do I really need to do next? How am I going to do that? And that's a lot about the Gemini energy. And when it comes to retrogrades, retrogrades offer a going over, a redo of the things you didn't have the space or capacity to do before. And now we're moving forward. Well, in the retrograde, you have that time to think, to be in this Gemini energy of quick movements. Because again, how has it been for you? Have you been moving a little bit quicker? Have you been moving a little bit quicker? And sometimes then decisions just didn't work out. Like again, my own example, personal example. Stellarium is stellarium. Yeah, not stellarium. It looks like this. It's in the calendar. I'll show you. If you want to follow the app, so it looks like that on the app store. Can you see? But you can use any star app and it will show you, because it's just going to show you what's in the sky anyway. So basically, like one time I made a very silly decision. I was basically like, oh, there's been a suspicious transaction on my card. And I then went and I, didn't call them up, I contacted them. And then not so long in the near future, about 2 minutes later, I was like, oh shit, damn, I recognize that transaction. It's not actually suspicious. But what did that do? It put me in an area where it's just like, oh gosh, now my card was blocked. Couldn't use my card. Had to wait for a few days. Um, I needed to buy food for my children. I was like, can you just unblock my card? Like, I know the transaction, but that's basically the Gemini energy. It can be just like, oh, I'm going to do this. You make a quick, impulsive decision, choice, movement, because it's air, it's the air element. And then you may be sitting there rethinking that choice. You may be sitting there rethinking that choice. So that could have been something that come up for you. That was just one example, but of course we are I'd say the rainbow, but we are the whole collective consciousness. We are fragments of the one thing, experiencing many different angles and points of reality. So sorry, YouTube fam, this just looks so strange. I'm sideways. Look, I'm actually going to show you. I'm sideways on YouTube. Oh no, it's just got a mirror. But anyway, that's something I noticed. So us being in this retrograde period, like you, when it comes to your drive and passion in general, in terms of where you are exchanging your energy, because again, Gemini is about exchanging, but it started in Cancer. So it's the element of both of them, of knowing exactly what you want to grow and nurture. But in order to do that, in order to know, like, yes, this is the thing I'm going to protect with my life, this is the thing I am going to grow and nurture, we need to go back into Gemini to figure out where our energy exchange is going and what's happening. So as we're going to move forward now, as we're going to station direct, we're going to station direct and move forward, of course, in the Gemini energy first, and then go back into Cancer. So we will, we may be rethinking some decisions, our drive and our passion, that natural flame. As Mars is like the god of war, it wants to, it's like, what are you going to get up and go to war for, basically? What's going to move you so much, have that drive so much, you're ready to do what is needed. So a lot of energy exchange may start to pick up. How long are we going to be in there? Like, and I have to admit, I don't know if this was changed on the digital calendar, but there was a mistake here in this physical one. I got confused, and instead of the Gemini symbol, because it's similar to Pisces, it's not similar, but because it's like the two, I clearly just put Pisces because my brain was in Pisces. But I want to see, we're going to look in the new calendar, which starts in April. I want to see when it's moving from, yeah, so April the 12th. See? So yeah, it was clearly just a typo. So anyone who does have this older calendar, do forgive me. It does say Mars is in Pisces, but it is Gemini. And the new one, it shows it moves into Cancer. So it is, where is it? Where's it gone? Yeah, here. It's clearly in Cancer. Sorry, I'm trying to show it on both of the both of the phones. But yeah, so from basically now until, well, it starts on next Monday. Next Monday it happens, the 24th. Starts on the 24th. So from the 24th, pretty much until April the 12th, we're gonna be in this Mars in Gemini energy, moving forward in it. And this may, because we've technically already been through it, because, and we've then retrograded, this may bring up things you've probably already started, but you probably have not had the capacity for. And again, has anyone truly experienced, like, you had things to do, but you just did not have the capacity or space to do it? Has anyone kind of thought that? Because I have personally, and one of them is, getting my diary out there. So this diary is here. But the next year's diary, it will be ready soon. It will be ready soon, but it's not there yet. It will be ready in April when the calendar actually starts. But that's how I have felt personally. It's been super, super challenging for me. Again, I've been in a lot of this decisive energy. Yeah, I naturally feel it's slowly coming back. Like today, I'm gonna share a lot. Probably not on my TikTok so much, but my YouTube, I'm gonna share a lot because I feel my YouTube family have been there and supporting me for a while. And I'm gonna be showing my progress and things and explain properly what happened with that police incident, which threw me off for the majority of last year. You know, I tried to keep up my crypto videos, which is good, but still that wasn't as consistent as I'd like it. But I am gonna get a little bit more personal and show you all of that. But that again, just what I've mentioned, it just goes into knowing where to put my energy, because Gemini being about energy exchange, and knowing truly what I want to grow and nurture. And YouTube's definitely that. That's not something I want to stop or get rid of. Um, so, yeah, ultimately, from now till April 2025, 12th of April, we're going to be in this Gemini energy of our drive and our passion being in that. Like I says, going over some things because Mars has already been in Gemini. So when was the last time it was in Gemini? Because if I give you some dates, that could so it's station retrograde in December. Yeah, in Cancer. That was just a silly typo. This is the thing when it comes to these calendars. I have triple, double, quadruple checked this one and everything is accurate. But like this one, there was some mistakes. But I want to know when it entered Gemini. So I can give you a date to be like, look back at this time. And then you can see, are you all right?
Where's the Lion King?
It's upstairs, sweetheart. There's nothing in the Lion King bag.
I will leave his charger.
It's not there.
Where is it?
It's with Nanny. You need to go to sleep. Okay? You need to go to sleep. Sorry. I put them to bed, you know. I put them to bed. Mars, where are you? Okay, so it entered Cancer in October. It entered Cancer in October. So basically, bring yourself back to the beginning of October and September. What was your natural drive and passion? Yeah, it entered September the 5th. Can you see? 5th of September it entered. So take yourself to back then. What did you experience basically September to the beginning of October? Them type of things may come up again for you. You may go over it some more. You may relive it, go over it, you know. Like I'm not gonna lie, I made some not good decisions, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I made some not good decisions, and I'd say, oh, it's good if I didn't make them decisions, but of course we all know life is life, we experience life. You're just meant to, you know what I'm saying. I felt lost, I was gone, I wasn't there, I didn't know who I was. It was a very tough year for me personally since May. Since May, since my birthday. I need a sip. Wait there. But yeah, these things may come up because our drive and our passion is going back over that until it enters into Cancer again, which brings us, of course, to when it did enter Cancer. It's still that portion, which was October, which we'll be tapping over again until it retrograded in December. Okay, so I'm saying take a step back in your life. What happened from September till December? these type of things you may come up again. These things you may be like, oh, okay, now we're moving forward. I now have the space and capacity to finish this off, to truly work on it and what's needed. um and again, that may be different to many of you lot. Sorry. I have to turn sideways to look at this. But that's basically what I'm seeing. But then as we move forward, whether you made not the best decisions in certain areas with that Gemini energy, moving a little too quick in some areas, because air and fire, when it's ready, it's just gonna blaze up, may lose some control, and I definitely felt that. But then tapping back into it, and this is why I always just love looking at the sky, because it's just your natural ebb and flow of life. It's your natural ebb and flow of life, for what I find personally anyway. But I'm kind of feeling, having the opportunity, the time to redo, so to say, to redo these things, will make better decisions, right choices, so to say, when it comes to the drive that's pushing us. Oh gosh, and I have just clicked something. Something I have taken up is modeling, if people know. And I have to admit, first getting my foot in there, I was just like, what's going on? But it's only recently I'm rediscovering more of my own ethos around modeling and what I really want to do. And a lot of the modeling took place in this time. I said, go back and have a look from September till December on what was going on. So that makes sense for me. These children. That makes sense for me. But anyway, we'll be moving into the space of knowing what we truly want to nurture. When it comes to our drive and our passion, it's going to move only to the things we want to see grow. If we do not want to see it grow, we're not going to put energy and time into it. Okay, so that's something I feel is happening. That's something I feel. You just hear tiny feet, just tiny feet down the stairs. But anyway, oh gosh, that's what I'm seeing. When it comes to our drive and our passion, moving on, knowing how to exchange our energy, this Gemini energy, knowing where to put our energy to, tame the quickness in a way, slow it down a little bit and make sure we're making the right decisions, because Gemini can be a bit indecisive, a bit back and forth when it comes to our drive and our passion. So a lot of that may come up, but I feel it's doing so to make sure we are going to grow and nurture the thing that will support us. And when we're growing and nurturing the thing that will support us, this is when our manifestations will blossom. There's going to be a confirmation about that. It's stuck in my throat chakra block. But our manifestations will blossom because this natural flame, fire, drive will push towards growing something. You'll then have the energy to do so. Like, it's definitely coming. I do feel, I'm not gonna lie, until we move into it in April. What month are we? We're February, so we basically just got 1 month and a few days. Don't be alarmed on the slowness. Don't be alarmed still on the indecisiveness. I feel potentially from what you may have experienced, you may not be so quick to make decisions, but that's on everyone. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have Aries up in me, so sometimes I'm a bit extreme. I'm a bit extreme. But yeah, I'm basically seeing, when it comes to our drive and our passion for the next month, we are going to be tapping into really how we want to exchange our energy. That's what's coming through a lot for me right now. It's how am I going to exchange my energy? Because in these energy exchanges, I will then know how or what exactly I'm going to grow and nurture when it taps into Cancer on the 12th of April 2025. And when it taps in there, things will start to blossom. Because I also like to say, look at the seasons. The seasons are good to look at. You know, even if you don't like astrology, just the seasons alone, oftentimes, especially in the Western culture, it can be very like, oh, New Year in January 2025, you know, things are changing now, but it's in the dead set of the winter. Like, that's not the new year. You see what I'm saying? It's really not. It starts in spring. Like, we are still in the darkness right now, like quite literally being in winter. So imagine a seed that is ready to grow. Winter is the darkness ultimately. And in that, when you are the seed, it's the toughest part because you are breaking through. It's like in the darkness, you're finding who you are. This would be the germination of the seed when it's germinating. And it then has to push through, not only break through its hard shell, which possibly is the hardest part. But once we feel that hardest part is done, we're still pushing through like the seed, growing up, trying to push through the soil, which is also hard. And then spring, and then spring. So I generally feel that this is where we are at this point in time, to be honest. I feel we've broken out of the shell, but there's still some soil to push through when it comes to our growth. But when we do tap into spring, these fruits, the work, the time, the effort you've been putting into things should start to be noticeable. It should start to be visible as it's going to nurture. You're going to be nurturing something. You're going to be nurturing something. You're going to be growing something, and that's going to be your entire drive and passion after you've fully figured out how you are going to exchange your energy, making the right choice. Yeah. Communicating as well, like a lot of communication may be important. So you may get important communications coming in, whether that's collaborations or anything of that nature. And really it's about deciding, is this actually right for me? Choices, that word's just come through, choices. I feel a lot of choices are going to pop up. I feel that a lot of tests may pop up when it comes to this exchange of energy. Tests are going to pop up. If they haven't already, they'll start popping up. They're going to test you. You've said you want this, you don't want that. The hologram is going to bring you the thing you don't want. It's going to bring you back the thing that probably hurt you, or probably was just like, ew, what type of experience was that? Probably didn't even hurt you, but you're just like, ew, what is that? It's going to bring that back up. Give you an opportunity, like, oh, it's like a plate. Are you going to take this? Are you going to have it? And this is where the decision of Gemini comes in. Do I want to exchange my energy in this way? Is it part of my goals in life? Is it part of who I am? And I feel these tests are going to come through. And again, from my own personal experience, a few of these have already popped up. A few of them have already popped up. Some being, certain type of men. And I'm just like, no. It's just, that's a no from me. Like, period, point blank, it's a no. You're not what I need, you're not what I want. So why entertain that? It could be certain job opportunities, and again, something popped up. I'm not in the position right now to work. I'm not in that position. And well, you know, I do this is work, but I had something come up where it's like, you know, when you just it's a scam clearly, but you know, if you are in the mindset or the zone of like, shit, yeah, I need this job, I need some type of income. Sorry, TikTok, I'm not looking at you because I'm looking at YouTube because I look a little prettier over there. I don't know what's wrong with it anyway. But when you're in the vibe of, shit, I'm looking for work, I need to get this extra income, blah, blah, blah. And then these scam messages come up offering this like job. Like, which job WhatsApps you and say, hey, are you looking for work? No job does that. None. None at all. But in the past, I have fallen for that because trying to be like, oh, you know, extra. Like, I didn't get any far as losing any money. They just wasted my time. Um, but it's like these things may pop up in different areas. It's gonna be different for everybody, but it's just gonna be something of like, you've said this, how are you gonna respond? Like, I've got my own ideals on what I'm doing, and that isn't being employed by somebody who WhatsApps me for a job. Like, that's just not my life path. It might be somebody else's, but it's not mine. You get what I'm saying? So all I just says was no. I wish I could show you the conversation, but it's on my phone. They're like, hi, you looking for a job, blah blah. I says no, and then they tried to persist. They were like, but you know, you don't need, it won't take away from your current job. And I just said no, just no, no, like it's period, point blank. So anyway, that's just a little bit about me. But I do feel like if this does resonate, hit a like. Let me know. Hit a like, hit the like button, especially on YouTube. Help you girl out. But um that's what I'm seeing. Choices may come in, and it's just gonna be like one of those things. What are you gonna choose? Now, for some people, both may be positive, but it's gonna just be like, what are you gonna choose? And it's just about knowing ultimately what you want, knowing truly what you want to grow and nurture. Because we've had a taste of it, these energies is more combined. You see what I'm saying? It's more combined. So yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing. I'm seeing our manifestations will be coming in. They will be coming in this year. It's the year of the snake. This is the most potent time to transform if you're ready to transform, because next year 2026 is the year of the horse. When it comes to the year of the horse needs stability. It needs that foundation. That's what the horse needs. So if you're in a situation where you want to change, but you're a bit too scared to step out and to do that, you're a bit too scared to make the right decision for you because it's like unknown grounds or something, then 2026 may be even more of a struggling year, because the year of the horse needs that foundation. And if you're not happy on the foundation you're at right now, then the year of the snake, which is now, being transformative, you know, snake represents wisdom, represents healing, represents shedding off the old so you can become the new. um it's the perfect opportunity this year to transform, to make those decisions, make them big moves if you want to move, if that's on your mind, and all of them things. Because after this year, it will just be harder. Year of the horse needs a stable foundation. And if you're not happy, then that's going to be difficult. But yeah, that's basically what I am seeing. I'm seeing it's still gonna be a, say, challenging year. It's gonna be a new year, like quite literally. I feel a lot of new things are going to pop up, and it just all depends if you are brave enough to step out and take those opportunities at the end of the day. That's all it depends on. So, yes. I do want to, what out? What other, I want to do a bit of tarot just to see if I'm gassing and see what's coming on. But because I've been away from doing this for a while, um, I don't know what's going on. So, okay, Uranus already stationed direct. Uranus already stationed direct, and that's stationed direct in Taurus. Or did it go back in? No, it was Aries. Yeah, stationed direct in Aries. So, we didn't touch on this because I didn't mention it, but sudden change may come up in the first house before it moves into Taurus anyway, which is, when does it move back into Taurus? March, 3rd of March. So it's moving soon. So again, this is just kind of telling me like Uranus can bring about sudden change, being the father of electricity, and it's in the first house, being Aries, which represents your physical vessel, your body. It represents how people know and see you as, whether that is through your career, how your family sees you, your actual physical body. So like looks wise, the way you dress, exercise, physique, all of that stuff, and what people know you as, whether that's online. It's gonna bring about sudden changes. So again, I feel this adds to the Mars, the drive and your passion, because something is ready to change first house before we move into Taurus, sorry, on the 3rd of March. So before Uranus moves into, it's in Aries, and it's gonna move into Taurus. And I always say, if you don't know, Taurus is the toroidal field. Okay? So the toroidal field is your aura. It's basically your aura, it's your energy field, and it's what attracts experiences to you. So Taurus represents the 6 senses: sight, taste, touch, hearing, smell, as well as intuition. That's what Taurus is about. It represents the physical reality. It being the toroidal field, you draw experiences to you, and that's what you interact with from what you attract to you. Okay, what you want to use your 6 senses to interact with in the hologram. But in order to do that first, it's knowing how you're going to be first house. What's that flame, that fire, that spark? And then once that is adapted, it's then these experiences then are drawn to you. So again, I am seeing movement. I am seeing movement, but of course, being that seed, as I mentioned, is still pushing through that soil until we can taste the sun and grow like a beautiful sunflower. Um, but yeah, I'm seeing change. Sudden changes may come up in your first house because, oh, excuse me, confirmation burp. Confirmation burp. But sudden changes are going to show up in your first house. Reason being, because Uranus was in Aries for a long time, it then moved into Taurus and it retrograded back into Aries. So we were then finishing off this first house appeal. Okay, finishing off all your first house appeal, and we're going to be in that energy until the 3rd of March. And bear in mind, the way the stars move is a phasing in and phasing out. So it's not just like, oh, it's this day, it's stopping. Give it like a phase in and phase out period. Okay. But yeah, because it was already in Aries and it retrograded back into there, just like with Mars already being in Cancer, already being in Gemini as well, but retrograding back into Gemini, and then soon having to go back into Cancer. It just tells me when it comes to the Gemini and Cancer area for Mars, and when it comes to the Aries and Taurus area for Uranus to bring about that sudden change in your life. It's like, this just tells me it's amplifying it more. And in order for this sudden change to happen, it will appear first house. you know, because that could simply be for someone, yes, I've got this new job, I've moved up in this career, I've created this, I've moved home, like this whole first house thing. For some people, it may even be surgery, if that's you, you know what I mean? Or someone who is truly working on their body, health wise, fitness, or whatever that may be. But something is going to change first house, and people will notice that. And even though like this change may not happen literally before March, but you would have been putting in the work, okay? And when we enter into our toroidal field, it will then attract to you. So there is a chance you may notice drips and drops, seeds being planted. That's a possibility. But just know when we're fully in Taurus, your six senses are going to be interacting with it. That means it's in your physical hologram. Yeah. So that's basically, oh gosh, that's basically what I am seeing. We do have another, oh, we're not in March yet. We've got some more retrogrades coming up. We've got Venus coming up. So my aim is to come live again doing this. So we'll cover them, and we've got Mercury retrograde coming up in March as well. Fascinating. Have I missed any more that is near now? Oh, Jupiter. Oh gosh. I think I did mention Jupiter in one of my videos. Oh gosh, this ring light. But Jupiter is stationed direct, and Jupiter is in Taurus. So again, that to me, it amplifies. Oh, hey Ben. Hey, I have to like read your message sideways because YouTube's showing up sideways. But hey, but yeah. Shit, where was I? Jupiter being in, where is it? Taurus. It's already stationed direct, so Jupiter is moving forwards right now. Is this showing up backwards to you? Sorry, I got a little, anyway, it don't matter. You get the point. But Jupiter is known as the luminary of expansion. So it being in Taurus, which again is the toroidal field, where Uranus is ready to move into soon it will go there. Again, this is why I'm just like, manifestations, they're coming. What you've been working on, it is coming. So just don't give up, basically. Don't give up, because it's en route to really be drawn into your personal hologram. Shit, my back, man. It is. Jupiter is ready to expand it. Now, Jupiter is not biased. It doesn't expand like, oh, they call it the planet of luck. I don't like to use the word planet. I prefer to call them luminaries. But I don't even associate it to the luminary of luck. I just say it expands. That's all it does. Jupiter just expands. So it can expand you in a positive spiral, upward and out, or it could expand you in like a downward spiral, because it just expands you. So basically, if you've got a bad habit, it can expand in that. If you've got a good habit, it can expand in that as well. But ultimately, we're expanding already. We're in that energy, and we're gonna be in that energy until, let's see, you know what I mean? This is my first video. When I get back to doing it every cycle, we'll stick to just what's happening, but we'll move with it. So Jupiter, when are we out of Taurus? So this is the new calendar, people. There is an early sale discount on this calendar, digital and physical copies. Jupiter, where are you, fam? Jupes. Okay, here we are. So June 2025. Gosh, this is showing up backwards. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, but June 2025. The 12th of June. That's when we're going to move into Gemini. So the way it's kind of happening, it's like we're expanded in these experiences coming to us. Once these experiences are drawn to us now, excuse me, we're moving to the Gemini energy of you've got these experiences. How are you now going to exchange your energy with these experiences? Basically. So it's all fun. It's all fun. Um did anyone want me to do tarot? Let me know. Um or do you want to just chat, or do you want to just hear me chat more? But if you want me to do tarot, please just interact. Let me know. Just say yes, please, or just yes. But mm, but yeah, that's basically what I am seeing as Mars goes direct. I generally feel there's a shift happening. Like I generally see that again. It being the year of the snake. Um, we know a lot of things. I just saw the Fool and the Star, but we know a lot of things have been changing, are changing. Things are crumbling. Systems are falling. Um, I feel it's the year a lot is going to happen. Uh, Sorry, I missed that. You love the stars. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, darling. But yeah, I do. I feel this year, 2025, a lot of transformation and change is gonna happen. I've just seen the star. You are the star. Know that you're the star of your own show. Okay, you are the star of your own show. But I'm generally seeing that there's a lot of change gonna happen. Some may be shocking, some may be, amazing. And as I says amazing, I split it to the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, people. um, yeah. I feel there's gonna be some shocking truths coming out in the year of the snake. But I feel ultimately what's gonna happen will be absolutely fine. Because it's the time for transformation. Again, we have Pluto. Can you see? Thank you. Hope you do too. Oh, what am I drawing here? Pluto's got a fat belly, but Pluto's in Capricorn. A lot of people may think Pluto's in Pisces. No. Are they saying Pluto's? No, Aquarius. Pluto's not in Aquarius, son. It's not there. It's in Capricorn. Again, I could show you on the laptop, but check for yourself. Um, check for yourself. But I am gonna show you as well, because why not? Pluto. So this is it's called the Sky Live, and you can see. Can you see that says Pluto there? Or just look even at the top. It's backwards, but can you see here with my mouse? It says CAP, Cap. This is Capricorn. Yeah, and this is Pluto. But check for yourself on the Sky Live or download the Stellarium app. But Pluto being in Capricorn, again, it makes a lot of sense. Being in the year of the snake, I just seen strength on there. But being in the year of the snake, we need transformation because Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto is about transforming and transformation. That's what it's about. So, it being in Capricorn, Pluto is getting ready to transform our solid foundations. That's what it's doing. That's why systems are falling, things are crumbling around us, because the old systems don't, it's not working. It's just not working. So it has to go. The schooling system, house system, education system, things just need to change, basically. So yeah, the Pluto being in Capricorn, that's what it's about. Us being in the year of the snake. No, thank you, love. Decline, Bob. Us being in the year of the snake is that transformative year. Like, yeah, it's that transformative year. And now is the best time for shit to happen, basically. So that's why I feel shit's gonna happen. Like, a lot needs to happen this year, because in 2026, that foundation needs to be there. The foundation needs to be there in 2026. So a lot is going to happen this year in your life, as well as in the world collectively. A lot's going to happen. Right. Should you a little tarot? I'm not the best at tarot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not the best at shuffling. So let's see what comes through. People's superpowers may come online as well this year. But what's happening? So the Eight of Pentacles. What's happening with Mars stationing direct and Jupiter, Uranus, and Pluto? What's coming for the collective with this energy change? I'm hearing pitter patter feet, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Telling you, I need to stretch my back, so I'm trying to click it. So what's coming with this energy, like I says, it's coming in. That's what I mean. It's like, I feel it's coming in quick, but I feel it may feel slow, but it's actually gonna be quick. Meaning like, you were ready for it yesterday, sweetheart. Good night. Good night. You were ready for it yesterday. You were ready for it a whole month ago. So in that sense, it just feels long, but it seems like it's around the corner, like literally through the door. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Sorry, my eye. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's around the corner. It's through the door. But Nine of Pentacles energy is coming through. Can you see? TikTok, YouTube, TikTok, YouTube. But Nine of Pentacles energy is coming through. So you're feeling good. You're feeling capable of being able to have leisure in your life. Freedom, more freedom. With all of these energies, things are changing this year, people. Like, no cap. I used to have this board used to have a board around it, and I could kind of stick it up in there, but I can't right now. So just remember the Nine of Pentacles, or I'll leave it there. You can see it there. But Nine of Pentacles energy. Anyway, and what else? What else is coming with this Nine of Pentacles? The Pent of the Coals energy. What else is coming with the Nine of Pentacles energy with all of this? Oh, the Hierophant. Ooh. Ooh. Can't fully remember what that means. So we're looking in the book, but a major arcana with the Nine of Pentacles is giving like doing what's needed of you. That's what it's kind of giving. It's doing what's needed of you, basically. Maybe doing what's needed of you brings in the Nine of Pentacles. Whatever this card fully means, we'll check it out. But it is number 5. See, TikTok's number 5. YouTube, it's number 5. 5 represents change. Within it, oh, you can't make this up. 5. There's space on the board. 5. It represents change. In the symbology itself, we've got 2 elements of the 5. We've got this part and then this part. So it does represent that change. It's like a whole shift in energy flow. We're moving from square to square to then, woo, this curve. So that this is just the way my brain sees things. But it represents change. In that change, it also represents connections, because it's like, in order, this change is connected to each other, of course, because it's one whole number. But like, again, this whole change, it just brings me back to the year of the snake, because we are in the year of the snake. This transformative energy, shedding this old, and we're closing a decade. We're closing over a decade of noise. That's what I'm feeling. We're closing over a decade of noise. Because even just going back to Pluto, Pluto is the slowest moving luminary. It's only recently tapping into this Capricorn energy. It's still at the very beginning of Capricorn. Like, it's still on the cusp because it moves so slow. But we were in this Sagittarius energy for a long time. So when people were saying, oh, Pluto's in Capricorn, it was actually in Sagittarius. And again, it makes more sense it was in Sagittarius, because we were learning so many new things. We were learning, this whole law of attraction came out. All of a sudden, we can now create our own realities. Like, what's this? Remember The Secret, all of that. Like, things like even YouTube and things like that, it blew up even more. Cryptocurrency came out in Sagittarius when Pluto was in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is about, one, it's the bow and arrow. Yeah, can you see that's the bow and arrow? We're pointing in a new direction. It's this fire element, this fire sign. So it's got maturity. It kind of knows where it wants to go. It develops its own philosophy. Yeah. So we were doing that. We were learning new things, studying new things, and everything. Oh, I have to do the test on TikTok to pass. I've done the puzzle. We're back. But yeah, we were in this energy. Loads of different teachings came out about so many different things. And it's like, we're moving from that now into laying a new foundation with all that we know. So even when it comes to cryptocurrency, for example, it's like, okay, we learnt it in that season from when it first came out, 2013. We've been learning it as Pluto was in Sagittarius. We're developing our own philosophy. Now Pluto's in Capricorn. We are going to bring blockchain technology as part of our infrastructure, as part of our foundation of life. Okay, so something big is going to happen this year, which will bring about a lot of change. Something has to happen this year. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be big like COVID, or bigger but in a different way. But something is gonna happen that fully changes society. So it's just going to be interesting to see what is actually going to happen, because I don't know if anyone's seen, with Trump being in office now, and Trump was there in office and Elon was there, and just the symbology of it alone, just like you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. But the symbology of it alone, Elon was standing above Trump. Trump's little son, no, Elon's little son, what's his name? X. I don't know his name, is X. Was like, you're not the president. And he's caught saying all sorts of stuff. But symbolically, what was the message? Because the whole world is a stage. They're all just puppets at the end of the day. And Elon was in fact standing above Trump. And you are not going to believe it. I'm going to share this. I'll share the picture on my Crypto Angles podcast. But you can probably find it yourself. Type in Elon Musk in Gematria. I can't remember the exact number. But, I'm going to show you now. It might show it backwards though. But it's the same coding as president. And I was like, what? You also have Ripple Labs, which is Ripple XRP, of course. And we all know, like, Trump was a little bit more for that. But yeah, I just find, I don't find, there's no coincidences. But symbolically, Elon is standing there higher than Trump. The little baby X said, "You're not the president." And Elon Musk in Gematria equates to the same as president. So again, there's just no coincidences. Could something, America is the world stage. 111. Yeah, so look at this. I'm going to show you. It is popping up backwards. But let's just zoom in. So this is the Gematria calculator. So I'm going to type in Elon. Oh, it's sliding. Elon, Musk. Elon Musk. So if you can see, have I not put Chaldean on? But as you can see, ordinal is giving you 110. Okay, it's giving you 110. I'm going to put Chaldean on because it needs to be on. It's like the most important update. 35. So I've added Chaldean, it's giving 35 at the bottom, but you've got Elon Musk. It's giving 110. Now we're going to type in president. Now keep in mind what I said. President. President. What does it give you? The same in ordinal. It gives you 110. Yeah? Now, was little baby X in that room trying to say something? We've also got RIPPLE, Ripple Labs. We've also got Ripple Labs, as you can see. It's probably showing up backwards for you, sorry guys. But Ripple Labs, which is Ripple. So I'm going to go over this when I do my Crypto Angles podcast again. But that to me, I was just like, what are the odds? What are the odds? So I do feel something will happen in that presidency. But ultimately, whatever happens in the world, y'all, you got your 9 of Pentacles. So you're blessed. You just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. But if change don't happen now, and I'm talking for the whole collective, the whole world stage, and within your personal life, if it don't happen now, it's not gonna happen. And as I said that, us in the world. So we're leaving that there. If change don't happen now, it's not going to happen. This year, sorry. This year. Change don't happen this year, it's not gonna happen. Oh. Nah. Nah. If change don't happen now, it's not going to happen. You are going to be fully fulfilled. You have the world on your side. The world is your oyster. You've got the finances to enjoy the world, which is bringing you full fulfillment. Full 10 of cups. You're fulfilled. The world is your oyster. You've got the finances to enjoy your life. And in doing that, you are doing what is expected of you. And as I mentioned, the Hierophant being number 5, excuse me, confirmation back. 5 is all about change and connection. Change and connection. Mars being in Gemini, stationing direct in Gemini. Pay attention to the connections that come your way. Because the connections that come your way can bring about all of this. It can bring about, it can offer you what you needed in this world. It can bring about, it's something you probably wanted to do, what's needed of you, which is part of your passion anyway. It's bringing in the finance. Yeah. So if you have this natural drive and passion, which is what the video is about, and you've got this natural drive and passion to communicate with a certain person, and like I said, choices are going to come up. You may have options may come in, and you may have to sit and decide, what am I going to choose? There's gonna be 2 types of scenarios. You're gonna have the scenario of this exact option is not for me. Like 100%. It's about knowing that you've experienced it before, it's not for me. You're then going to get the other scenario where you've literally got 2 options and both sound good. So it's about deciding which one is for you. But do know we're in connections are important. Connections are important. So be mindful of who you're spending your energy with on. Give it to the right things, people, situations, offers. But communication is big. Communication is big. When this comes to, I don't know if love is in the air. I don't know. But if that is something, and if someone comes in, communication is going to be big. And bear in mind, it's Gemini energy. So even if someone is confused, that will be communicated. Not just silent. Oh, I need to move my leg. Cramp. Oh, my back. I feel like I'm old. So I'm 400 years old, But change is coming this year, people. Who's ready for it? And again, I always say, going back to the seed, no, you can't make this up. the Magician, the Magician, the World, the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. You know what you need to do when you need to do it. Listen to the 5 people watching me collectively right now across YouTube and TikTok. You know what you need to do when you need to do it. You need to just trust yourself. I do feel the hologram is going to be hologramming, and it will throw something in your way where you'll have to decide. It will present an illusion to you. Are you going to continue doing the same thing? Are you going to continue accepting that same behavior from whomever, if that is an individual, or if that is a job or a friendship, family, whatever, confirmation, but are you going to accept that? Or are you going to make the right choice? But the option is coming in. The world is there for you. You've got the Magician. You've got the magic, the power to do it. Full emotional fulfillment, and you deserve it. We deserve it. Full emotional fulfillment. And I'd say, oh, it may not even be money, but money is there. Like, I was good, I can't just say, oh, you could just be emotionally fulfilled, just happy, content, really grateful. You are, like, 100%, and the money is going to be there with it. The money is going to be there with it, where you'll experience your life how you want to, not how anyone else wants you to. So it's not like, oh, for some it may be yacht vibes, but not for everybody. But regardless, it's however you want to experience your life, you are able to do it. So you've got the wisdom there, and you'll know what to do when you need to do it, and you just have to trust that, because the world and the Magician is there. But it's this one that does stand out to me, especially because this one is also, it's got the 5, it's the change. Juice. Is anyone going through their Saturn return right now? Is anyone going through their Saturn return? Because 21, can you see? YouTube, TikTok. The world is 21. Saturn in Gematria. So if anyone just saw me when I was doing Gematria for Elon Musk. Saturn is the one who holds the restrictions. He holds the restrictions. But it seems as if his grip may be getting a little looser, because the world is there. Especially, like, I don't know if I'm speaking to the people who are just like, yo, especially if you've been putting in the work of some sort, and it's just been the feeling of, when is it my time? Basically, when is it my time? I feel it's now, people. I feel it's now. As Mars stations direct, is it Monday? What day are we today? Thursday. Yeah. As Mars stations direct on the 24th, Monday, we've already got Jupiter station direct. We've already got Uranus stationing direct, which was the end of last month. So these things they're coming in, and like I says, it's coming in fast. It's coming in fast, but it just feels slow because you was ready for it last month. It's coming in fast. This year is gonna be transformative. It's gonna be transformative. Oh, my back. Right. I'm feeling just one more card. Yeah, if change don't happen now, it ain't happening at all. If it don't happen now, now as in this whole year. Time is an illusion, but within the year of the snake. But I'm seeing spring of some form of noticeable change, and by the end of the year of 2025, going into 2026, and that's what I love just about my calendar, because this one goes all the way up till 2026. There we go. See? March 2026. So we can have a quick insight and look into what's going on. Digital and physical copies available. Diary will be available too, because again, what I was just about, I really want to kind of promote. The diary is hefty, so big. I'm trying to make a smaller one, but I'm getting into the habit of writing down like what's happening to me, what are my thoughts, and then just reflecting back and seeing, was there a transit today, where was the moon, blah blah blah, what was happening basically. But I want to do the most craziest stretch, but I don't think it. My back. You know what's a really good book, and I'm gonna start going on it live. But the Book of Wisdom. It's such a good book. I want to really want to go into this. Like, it's so good. I mean, I want to share it because I've gone through it, but yeah. Okay. Shit, that's the time. Big changes are happening this year. Going back to Elon and oh gosh, going back to Elon. Like, I don't know. Something's gonna happen in the world where they need to implement something. Like, it has to be bigger than what happened in 2020, but more smart, because just more smart. And I don't know what that will be. But anyway, forget that. What's happening? Just with you lot, because the world will do what the world will do when the world wants to do it. You see me? The world will do what the world will do when the world wants to do it. So we just focus on our own. People. Ace of Pentacles. You can't make this up. Not exactly in this deck, but in quite a lot of decks. This is the drawing is of this being handed to you. Like, someone's often giving the Ace of Pentacles. So this to me goes back to communication. It goes back to connections. So this could look different for many people. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. So whether it is a job opportunity, if you was waiting on that, whether it is you're moving home, and just this connection that it's just like, wow, how has this happened? Something's being given to you, and I feel it's coming through. It's coming through a connection, communication. It's coming through a connection, communication. Financially, there will be no worries. You're not gonna worry. It's like there's a level of standard, doing what is expected and necessary of you. I generally feel whatever that is part of who you are anyway. It's just gonna be full emotional fulfillment, like a connection, like, I don't know, connection through some form of communication or some form of energy exchange, which could open up another door. Fascinating. Yeah. So what I kind of want to say, I don't even think any more cards needs to be pulled there. I don't know if this is love, business. It may be different for everybody. Shall we try see? Shall we ask what is this connection and communication? Something's opening up. Like, if you, I don't know if you've just joined now, you may think, oh, connection, communication, how? But combining it with the astrology, our drive and our passion is in this Gemini energy, which is air. It's mercurial, so it's fueled by Mercury, which is energy exchange. It's this quick exchange of energy. But because it's dualistic, would I say, there's, Gemini's too, can be a bit indecisive. This is where it's still being careful and making sure you're making the right decision, you're choosing the right thing, opportunity, person, whatever that is, to exchange your energy with. But in doing so, because we were already in Gemini, we went into Cancer, we then retrograded from Cancer and back into Gemini. So it's like it's bringing up this opportunity again of this energy exchange, which could bring about, could be the thing that is being given to you. Which seems like it's the world, like you're being given the world. And you feel like you're the magician, literally creating your own reality. You're doing what is still necessary of you, holding up your standards as who you are. But it is ultimately bringing you not only full emotional fulfillment, but your finances are going to be on point. It's going to be on point. Yeah. All I'm going to say, I don't even think it matters at this point who it is, what it is. It's just knowing when communication comes through. So seek it out. Seek it out. Be in that magician energy. Part of the magician is knowing that you do not know it all and you don't have all the answers. So you seek that wisdom, would I say, that support, guidance, when it's given to you, when it's been offered to you on a silver platter. When, like I says, the Ace of Pentacles, it's being given to you. An opportunity is being given to you. Excuse me. And it's about knowing, being wise enough as the magician to know that you don't know it all. You don't have it all right now. When this opportunity comes in, that's being handed to you. And I do feel it's going to feel like the world. Especially if you feel naturally inclined to just talk, for crying out loud. You feel naturally inclined to just talk. Even if that's, saying something at work. I don't know. So if you are online, saying something online, just saying something to a friend, or you say something when you're out and someone else like overhears you or something, and then that could just set like a snowball effect, like, oh my days, you're into that, oh wow, blah blah, and it could literally feel like you've been given this opportunity. You're gonna notice something. I feel before Mars enters into Cancer on the 12th of April 2025 here, see? You're gonna know something. You will know where you're going to exchange your energy a lot. You're going to know what you're going to grow and nurture. So whatever is probably being given, you may notice the beginning of it before April, or latest, like the beginning of April. So yeah, I don't know who, but communication is something. Communication is something. Any last things just to kind of confirm this? Communication from who potentially? Or just any one last one. One last one. Are we healing from something that's leading to it, or no? Oh, 6 of Wands. What's that about? Nostalgia's coming up, but I'm not sure. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. I can't remember what the 6 of Wands is about. So let's look. Ah, it's about okay. Well, you're looking. You know what? Who it is don't matter. My question was, who is it? Is this going to be like a business opportunity, a romantic partner, a friendship, a friend that could be like, hey, here you go. It doesn't matter. You're taking everything in your stride. You're going in your own pace right now. You're focusing on yourself. You're putting everything aside that basically don't serve you. Going back to this Gemini energy, you're driving your passion. It's not about exchanging your energy with people or things that just didn't work out. You're really analyzing it and like, you know what, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to expel my energy. This is how I need to move. Again, a lot may be around working on your first house because Uranus is in Aries, which is the first house. Confirmation burp. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on yourself. That's what you need to do. So if you felt inclined to do that, and again, just having conversation with some of my friends, they were just like, you know what, I felt so burnt out because I've been giving myself to like certain family members, etc., etc., and they're just like, I just can't do it. I need to make sure I'm well enough to even look after them. And I'm like, it's true. If you need to rest, you need to rest. So I feel that's what it is. Who is coming? Someone is coming with communication, through communication, that is going to give you an opportunity. But you're not There's no need to be searching for this, waiting for this, like, oh. You need to put you as number one with the Six of Wands. You need to put you as number one and just focus on yourself. And that's it. Who don't matter. I feel whomever it is going to be a big part of your life for a long time. Again, whether that's career or whatever area it's in, they're going to be around for a long time. But right in this now moment, this present moment right now, there's no time to be thinking of them, to be hoping for them. Just focus on yourself. You are your number one. Take everything in your stride. Moving in pride. Your own pride. But yeah. Oh shit, I've got granola in the oven. It's on low. It's on low. Oh gosh. This was one of the things I had to fill out so many times. Like, I burned food. I need to check it. I'm sorry. Wait there. Give me a second. I'll be 10 seconds. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh gosh. No, it's okay. It's okay. I had it on. I've got it on low. I've got it on low. Granola's so easy to make, by the way. It's so easy. And my children prefer the granola I make than the one from the shop. So it's a bit of a win-win, really, isn't it? But yeah, it's been a long one. My videos ain't normally this long, but this is something I'm definitely going to do more. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok. I usually do it every Thursday. So if you were there at the beginning, I have said I have been going through a lot mentally and stuff. That's why there was such a big break. But my aim is to get back to it most Thursdays of the month. It will be most. Like, if there's a quiet cycle, like, I'm trying to get the word week out of my vocabulary. If there's a quiet one, I won't do it. But usually we just go over what's happening for each cycle. I feel probably, even for my sanity, maybe once every 2 cycles or something. But we'll see. But I'm definitely going to do this more, being on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, going live. I'll be doing this for my Crypto Angles podcast as well. There are other videos in the making that will be out on YouTube. Getting back to my long form content, talking more about spirituality, getting back into religion. So I'm still getting loads of comments on my leaving religion video, so we'll be getting back into that as well, and much more to come, which will be announced on my YouTube. So yeah, people, trust yourself. Trust yourself. If you've been feeling inclined to focus on yourself, just trust yourself, because yeah, trust yourself. Like, something for me, like, I'll share a personal example. While we're here just chilling and I'm waiting for the granola to finish cook, but a personal example, I did attempt dating sites, and then I just got to a point of, oh gosh, this is too much for me. This is too much. And I did tell one of my friends, like, oh, I'm coming off, because like it's mentally too, like, I can't handle it. Like, knowing I've got so much to do, getting back onto YouTube, doing all that stuff, and this year has been a mentally difficult year, which has physically affected my body health wise, like physically. I'm just like, I can't do it. But it's like their response, instead of just like, you know what, yeah, just focus on yourself, it was just like, oh, but you know, it's still it's still worth a try. It's still, but I'm like, I mentally cannot handle the capacity of a dating site. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I homeschool my children. I have to just live life anyway. There's a calendar, there's this. I'm trying to do like so much, trying to keep the house in order. Have to think about what to cook, I can't do it. I don't have the mental capacity. And I was just like, no, I just need to focus on myself. Today I done exercise. I done exercise today and I felt so good. And that was just an accomplishment for me. You know, I'm proud of that. And I don't have time to be trying to get my routine back in order and work on myself whilst trying to talk to endless amount of people that turns into nothing, you know. So yeah, by also knowing like who to spend time with. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow. No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, but we're celebrating on Saturday, so I'm excited for that. So again, it's knowing where I'm putting my energy, you see, which then will lead into knowing what I'm going to grow and nurture. And right now, putting my energy into like dating sites, trying to you know, useless, meaningless conversations. That's not where my energy's going. I've not got the time. I don't have the time. I'm not even ready for that. Again, I need to what? I need to focus on me. I need to focus on me. Genuinely, I do. So I'm just better in myself. Um, but yeah, yes. Sorry. Um, yeah. I don't know. That's basically it, people. I can. Shall we go through this book? Should we find out something interesting in this book? You know what? Might as well. Let's take a look. So let's pick it. Oh, love, love. So we're looking at the heart. This just stood out to me. Love and fear. So this is our toroidal field. Just as I mentioned here with Taurus. Taurus is the toroidal field, okay? It's our energy field. And it looks like this. And that's how it looks. So you can tell, like, look at the body in when it's love. Look at the body. It's like you're protected more. Whereas when you're just ruled by fear, your body is more open, it's more exposed. So it's like the amount of things you actually draw into your experience. It's more like you've got less control of what you're bringing in, and more of the hologram is impacting you. Whereas when it's love in your toroidal field, your whatever you've not necessarily brought in, it can't even penetrate you. You're not on that frequency. Look, it's too big. It can't penetrate you and get to you. If you're going from fear, it can. Yeah. So that was interesting. But the toroidal field. Such a fascinating book. And it's got loads of pictures, which is what I need. I need pictures. I really do. Like, it's so, so cool. The thoughts are electric, emotions are magnetic. That's interesting. So the thought is the spark, isn't it? The thought is a spark. And then the emotions, how your emotions, which is moved by the moon. Where's the moon? I don't know where the moon is today. I don't know where it is today. confirmation about that, I don't know. But we are moving into a new moon in Aquarius. So new moon, no moon is going to be in Aquarius. So this new moon coming up is Aquarius. So that's just interesting that the book is saying, oh yeah, um, thoughts are electric, emotions are magnetic. So the thought is that spark, that electric spark, and the emotion is how your energy is put in motion, which is moved by the moon, because the moon is the mover of your emotions, your energy. And getting this new moon in Aquarius, oh, what does that tell me? What does that tell me? When it's a new moon, um when it's a new moon, your emotions are moved more based on logic and reason. That's what it's moved on. When it's a full moon, when the moon is fully illuminated, your emotions, your energy is moved more on gut feeling, intuition, just like, oh, I felt this, so I'm just doing it. Ah. That's me a lot, to be fair. But what I'm basically seeing and tying it in with what we've spoke about, because this, when sometimes I just talk more, something clicks. So our emotions will, the end of this month. What day is it? So we're not far. We're going to count back. The moon could be, we've got Capricorn, we've got Sagittarius. What's before Sagittarius? Ophiuchus. Nah, don't tell me we're in an Ophiuchus moon right now. I have to check this because, come on, lappy lap. Laptop's not laptoping. Oh, it needs a battery. Sorry, laptop, I killed you. Killed you, bub. on my other TikTok, I do telekinesis, like I practice. I'm gonna check the moon. Forgive me if I pause for a moment on TikTok. Oh, we're not in Ophiuchus. Tomorrow, what day is it? Friday. It's Friday now. By tomorrow, maybe later tonight, we're gonna be in an Ophiuchus moon, at least, because right now it's in Scorpio. Oh gosh, you see, do you want to see just the beauty? So we're here, yeah, the 20th. It's the 20th today. We're in our half moon. Yeah, we're in our third quarter moon today. So this is telling me we've literally got half and half within us. The way our emotions, the way our energy is moving us right now is based equally on logic and reason and gut feeling and intuition. That's how our energy is moving us. Again, just reflect to yourself. What have you been thinking, feeling? Because for me, again, today, I was kind of like, if I don't do this, even though this video's late, I was like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it at all. So I need to just do it. Like the logic half of me was just like, I need to just do it. And also my emotion half, so the illuminated side of the moon, is just like, I really feel like I need to just do it. So that's how I was moved today. And it being in Scorpio is very strong. It's very emotional. It can be emotional. Laptop, can you just laptop, please? Please, I beg. But it can be very emotional. And it can appear weak at times because Scorpio can show its vulnerability, but this vulnerability is actually strength. Come on, bro. Yeah, it's actually strength. So just reflecting how, even what I mentioned in this video and the content I will be coming out with on my YouTube, is showing more of the vulnerable side of me. But in reality, that is my strength. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm just blown and say blown away. But I'm always just like, oh gosh, that makes sense. I love to talk about the sky. I created a whole product about this. This calendar is in full alignment with the sky. But I forget. I don't be like every day, oh, where's this? Where's that? I literally just wake up, do what I'm doing, and then when shit happens, I'm like, shit, damn. Well, I wonder where it is, and then I go and look. So it's nothing I just have on my head where I'm like, oh yeah, this is there, that's there. Apart from like the larger ones that take a while to move, but especially when it comes to the moon, unless I notice it's out next to, because I actually look at the sky, I like to see the stars myself and work out this is where this star is. It's in this star constellation, and it's how I fell in love with the sky, is how I created the product, which is in full alignment with the sky. So it's only really then, when I'm outside looking up at the sky, I can be like, when the moon is visible, I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, that's Jupiter. I know Jupiter's in Taurus right now, so the moon must be in Taurus. Why is this child still awake?
I'm going to the toilet.
Okay, go on then, darling. But yeah, so that that's interesting. Anyway, point being, us, what I kind of mentioned, and Scorpio showing that vulnerable side, it just makes sense, especially the moon right now being in that half and half. We're in Scorpio, but my emotions, my energy being put into motion was like, I need to just get back out there and do this video. So I'm here doing the video, getting out there. You see what I'm saying? Good night.
Good night. Good night, people.
Good night. My son said good night. Holy, what is 1 o'clock and it's awake still? Oh, I typed my password in wrong. Nope, typed it in wrong again. It's not gonna work. 111 on the timer. So yeah, it just fascinates me, by the way. So get into tomorrow. Let's refresh that. The moon's gonna be in Ophiuchus. So see what goes on, because our emotions, our energy is going to move in this transformative way, because Ophiuchus is the healer and transmutator of energy. Yeah, so just see what happens, y'all. See what happens, because we've got full emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. Money is not going to be an issue. 9 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Wherever the Ace of Pentacles has gone. There it is. It's not going to be an issue. So whatever you naturally feel drawn to, just do it. And I personally feel it's not even feeling bad if you've been slow. It's not feeling bad if you've been slow in any area. I didn't want to add this, but it literally popped out. Like, I wish I could show you. But when I just picked up the deck of cards, look what, I'll just pick it up. This flew out. I just lifted it up, and I lifted, like I halved it, and this was the one that popped out. Yeah. And there's gonna be romance in your life. Or, you know what? This could be different because the lovers can signify choices. And like I said a lot, being in this Gemini energy, nah, romance could be it. But you've got a big choice coming in. You've got a big choice, which can literally offer you the world, bring you that full emotional fulfillment, make you feel like you're the magician out here, literally manifesting your life and bringing it all into fruition from a choice. From a choice. Now, this choice in and of itself could be a romantic choice, or it could be a choice of what I was mentioning before, of like, are you going to accept the same experience that you didn't appreciate before? Are you going to accept that, which left you down and out? Or are you going to choose the right choice? Could be a lover, could be a job situation, but it's a choice. But whatever you choose, it's bringing full emotional fulfillment. Say whatever you choose, the one that is in alignment for you. It's bringing you full emotional fulfillment. And that choice you make is going to feel like someone's giving you something, handing you this. It's going to feel like the world you've created, your reality, you're fully emotionally fulfilled. And you are not worrying about money. You're experiencing life and reality as you desire. A choice is coming in. This Gemini energy, your drive and passion is in Gemini. A choice of communication. Communication, a choice. Yeah. I hope that was confirmation for you if you needed confirmation anyway. I don't hope, my intention is that it is. But you've got a choice coming in, and it's coming through communication. Making the right choice is going to feel like the best gift being handed to you. Other life worries may come up, but money is not going to be an issue. And if this choice has something to do with love, it's full emotional fulfillment. But yeah, you don't have to, even though it may seem bleak, you're just like, oh, but when? How? As I says with the Six of Wands, even though this choice is coming in, could be a lover or literally just this choice, this decision, you still just need to focus on yourself right now. Put you as number one. And that's what you need to do. And the world is yours. The world is yours. You are the magician. So trust yourself. You didn't waste any time, even if you felt like you probably did. Even if you felt that, like, and I always say this to people at times, and this is again why I do enjoy just looking at the sky. Because sometimes you can feel with the pressure of life and how society is that you need to be doing something all the time. When in reality, nothing is linear. We move in this beautiful pattern. It's a pattern. And sometimes in that pattern, it requires you to do nothing. To literally do nothing. That's why it's like it feels like shit, I'm actually doing nothing, but then you feel bad because you think you should be doing something, when in that time it's the rest. Maybe it's the rest to bring in the world for you. Do you see what I'm saying? maybe it's the rest to bring in the world for you. And you'll naturally find like, oh gosh, now I've got the energy to do what I've probably been putting off and holding back on for time. Now I've got this energy. Because in that time where you weren't doing anything, you just weren't meant to be doing nothing. Like, imagine things move like a beautiful symphony, and it's like the pendulum, or this thing that probably fits together so perfectly, isn't ready on this side. It's not ready. But where they're here just trying to like push, like, I need to do this, but you just need to chill. And then it literally just falls into place perfectly when it all aligns. And I generally feel that's like a constant pattern that I've noticed in life. This is why it's just important to not feel bad if you just feel like, shit, have I wasted so much time? Could have been doing this. You would realize like, oh, it's all worked out now. And I feel that's the type of energy coming. Drastic, transformative change is happening this year for the whole world and for yourself. So allow the change, allow the year of the snake to truly shed and transform. Just allow that to happen. So when we get into 2026 and it's the year of the horse, you've entered into something new and you've created a new foundation for yourself, which the year of the horse, you need that foundation. Otherwise, it will just be more tricky. But in the year of the snake, you can weave through, you can even go around a tree, and it's like, oh shit, let me peel off that layer, that didn't work, go somewhere else, oh no, let me peel off that layer. Like, this is the year to make those changes, to step out there, to make those decisions, whether that's in love or just this important decision, or whatever's coming through. It's gonna feel like you've got the motherfucking world. It's being handed to you. Full emotional fulfillment. Money is not an issue. But just focus on yourself. Develop yourself. And this is coming. I feel it's round the corner. Like, it's gonna come in quick. But it feels slow because you were ready for it last month. Or last year. You were ready for it for time. But it's coming in when it can fit perfectly together. So yeah. So with that being said, if you did want this calendar, it is an early sale discount. It starts April 2020. It's got everything there. Zodiac to body correlation. We've got it all there. Starts in April 2025 and it finishes in March 2026. A diary version will be available in the beginning of April, so make sure you stay tuned for that. For the calendar, there's digital and physical copies. So if you wanted it instantly, you can download it instantly. But if you want the physical copy, that's there as well. It's available in matte and gloss. And like I said, there's an early sale discount until mid-March. Until the calendar actually starts. If you did want it, do grab it. I think, I think it's, I don't know, I can't remember the percentage, sorry. But there is a percentage off. So treat yourself if you would like it. And I'll see you in the next video. If anyone just joined this now on TikTok, it will be fully live, available on my YouTube. I can't figure out how to post a full live on hi Sammy. Is this a personal reading? It's not a personal reading, no, but I do offer personal readings. I keep forgetting to mention that. I've done quite a lot so far, but I keep them private. I need to share my reviews so people kind of know more about me. It's in full alignment with the sky, so people see a deeper perspective of themselves. So that is available. If you want to see an example on my YouTube, I've done one for XRP and Bitcoin. So they're just examples, but I did it pretty much exactly the same as I do my birth chart readings. I do them for children as well, especially if you'd like to know how your child likes to, how they easily learn. So you can kind of incorporate that, because that's what I do when it comes to mine and their homeschooling. So it is available for children as well as adults. And yeah, and then there's the calendar. It's in full alignment with the sky. So if you're used to your mainstream tropical Western placements, this could give you a deeper insight into who you are. Because like I says, I resonated a bit with tropical, but there was always something that was blocking me. But when I looked at this and see my placements according to the sky, I was like, wow. Confirmation, but gosh, this makes more sense. So I personally feel it's wise to have wisdom of both, but I definitely resonate with this more. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that as well. Someone suggested, oh, is this a personal reading? Would anyone like me to do like a reading live? But my issue is this is just that I'd have to be okay with it being shared live. So we'll see. I still need to do Ethereum's birth chart. So maybe I'll do Ethereum's live. And I've been contemplating to do like people who are active on the world stage. So like Elon Musk is, is all up in there. And I did look at his birth chart. So I was actually thinking to just record it and put it out. But I may just do it live. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, with that being said, it's 1:30. I've been on here, for 2 hours. 2 hours. Your girl can chat when I need to chat. But yeah, Angel's gonna tap off out to bed. Make sure you check out the calendar, please, people. Give a like on the video, just help you girl out. And a share as well, please. What really helps, especially on YouTube, even if you've got nobody to share it to, just click share and copy the link. That's all you need to do. You don't need to paste it. You don't need to paste it if you don't have anyone to share it with. If you do, then even better. But if you don't, what would help a lot is if you just copy the link, because that just tells YouTube people are sharing this video, so we'll then show it to more people for them to potentially click on it. So every little helps, as well as the like. So yeah, just help you girl out. But with that being said, Mama's gonna go to bed. Mama's going to bed, so make sure you check out the calendar, please. The link is not in the description on YouTube because I rushed and I didn't do the description. But if you just check on it will be when I'll do it. I'll do it. If you just go on my page, it's there. And same for TikTok. If you just go on my page, it's the only link that's there. So yeah, this is a long one. I will be back more often, for sure. So thank you for joining me. And with that being said, trust yourself 100%. Pay attention to who you're communicating with, what options come in, and yeah, pay attention to what comes in, but make sure you're focusing on yourself right now, working on the areas you need to improve. Just do that, and this opportunity will come in. Okay, so trust yourself. I love y'all. Angel out. Bye. All right, now I have to stop it on both. Oh gosh. Okay, X. End live now. Yes. Bye. Au revoir.